Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Vannin, and today you have joined me back here in Ark on the Vannin. Yeah, I just give up saying it. I can't say it. I think I said it once. In this is the 12th episode. I've managed to be able to say it once. So yeah, moving on. In the last episode, we got ourselves a dire bear. I need to name that because I've had a couple of name suggestions. Still haven't decided which one I think is the cooler because they were all really cool names. We found ourselves a level 150 male Thyla, which was an absolute find of the century. So we need to make that one and Ginger do things, and then they craft themselves a small baby Thyla-y type thing, so we can imprint that one, and then we can bomb around on an imprinted one, because what's better than a Thyla? An imprinted one. Exactly. There we go. Also in the last episode, I was wandering around here and fell down there and died. So that's the thing. Apparently having these benches close to railings mean that you launch yourself into the air and then fall down. But yeah, so mental note, don't do that. We also as well need to get some more female UTs. So we have a male and a female downstairs. We need to breed them up. We could do with making something down the bottom there. So I'm sick and tired of harvesting stuff by stone, so we could probably do with getting ourselves a Doedicurus. So this episode could be a bit of a bits and pieces episode, because if we're going to breed up some UTs, we are going to need some of these fellas here. I have some electronics, but not the full amount, because that would only make one air conditioner, and I'm probably going to need about 6 or something like that. And I've only got one silica bell. That doesn't cut it. We need more. So we need to go and get some silica pearls. So first things first. Don't look at me like that. First things first. We need to collect this poop. That's what we need. First things first is we need to get that Thyla and that Thyla in a arts and crafts project making a baby Thyla. Once we've then got that, which... What was his stats like? His stats weren't amazing, were they? So we're going to need stats from Mum, and Dad just needs to do... Yeah. So... We need to get those Thylas, crafting a small baby Thyla, and then we can then imprint the Thyla, and then we can take that Thyla, and then we can go out, we can go and get some silica pearls, then we need to get Dodec, and then we need to build something down there that those UTs can go into, but we can then raise... Yeah, stuff. Lots of stuff. So, I'll bring you back once that, and then we go and do... Yeah. I have a plan. I know what I'm doing. See you in a minute. So we have a baby Thyla. It is a boy Thyla. Now, did he get all of the bits? I have no idea. So, we do the import things. And then if I do that, then you should be able to see what I'm seeing. So, damage. I think that's got Mum's thing. I could be right, I could be wrong. Three, 2, 3. No, that's Dad's. I think this one's got all of the bad things. Yeah. Highest stat is speed. Well, not very overly helpful. You might not be long for this world. Twins. Yay! We have the stats. Just twin boys. Well, that means that I can imprint one and not imprint the other. So one can be a breeder and one can for me to put my butt on. So, happy days. Okay, so welcome back. We have our Thyla all imprinted and everything now, and we have his twin brother back at base ready to utilize should I want to go down the route of like breeding for mutations and stuff like that. Not the greatest of stats, however, not bad. I mean, close to what was it, 5,000 and something HP. So I mean, it's not horrendous. It's not a bad start. So yeah, well, at least we got an imprinted Thyla now anyway. But we need to go and get some silica bells. And probably one of the best spots that I can think of off the top of my head for silica bells is actually really close to the... oh, what's it called? The mosh pit. So mosh pit is over this way. So for those people who don't know where the mosh pit is, it is just directly in front of pretty much where we are. And you'll see there's a little pool. And that's it, just in front of us there. Now the mosh pit technically is more sort of that side of the rock. This side of the rock, you tend to be alright. Tends to be, you know, pretty okay. But I have the RG, I have my Thyla, I should be alright. And of course, now we're in the situation where we kind of have breeders. You know, I need to sort out breeding the RGs and get sort of like the stats combined and stuff like that on them. But once you're in the situation where you've got breeders, you can take a lot more chances and kind of throw caution to the wind. I have no problem in my character dying at all. Doesn't bother me in the slightest. But when you then start like losing all of your stuff, it kind of gets a little bit tedious. So it's not this one, the other one, I think. Yep, here we go. And of course, I'm a bit cold. We don't need a huge amount. What is it, like 15 per one? So how many did I get? 72. Quick calculation. Yeah, that should be enough. This will allow us to craft just short of 5. And then we've got almost enough back at base to craft 1. So that in theory that should be at least 5 or 6 of them that we can put down. So that's step 2 on our list. So step 1 was get ourselves an imprinted Thyla, because we're going to need to do caves, because we need to do boss fights. Once this is the way that I was planning on doing this playthrough. We need to do the boss before we can move off a map. But if we can, and when we go to a new map, we need to go like naked and afraid. So that first initial, when we get to a place, so once we've done the Overseer, we will then get teleported straight away to Scorched Earth. That isn't actually how the game works, but that's the way I will play it. So I'll transfer the character straight away to Scorched Earth. Naked and afraid, absolutely nothing on me whatsoever. Then I will be able to, via whatever means, get myself back to the island and be able to then freely transfer to and from Scorched Earth and the island. That is the way that I plan on playing this playthrough. And because I don't actually play on single player, I use servers. I will be able to use drops in order to be able to transfer to and from. So, heading back, we will do... We'll craft up the what are they called? Things. You know. The things we've been setting up to do. Did I put them in here? Yeah, I did. Why did I do that? Alright. Turn on. So crafting that is then going to allow us to be able to craft these. At the moment I can only craft 1, but I should be able to craft some more of those. So I shall bring you back once we have these crafted, and then we can set them up. I'm not sure where we'll set them up. I'll have to think about that, but I'll bring you back in a minute. Okay, so I've just finished crafting up these ones. I grossly miscalculated because I forgot that it takes 3 silica pearls per electronics. So that calculation I did earlier on was completely wrong. Please ignore. So it's 3 silica pearls per, so I had to go nip off and go and get some more. But... yes. So... we now have our air conditioners. Now, do I want to put them down here? Now, where is our... so our thing is about there, isn't it? It's up there somewhere. Well, the UTs aren't actually going to be in here. So let's get a couple of cryopods and let's get these guys out of the way. Come on. In the pod you go. I remove that and then I can see what's going on. Alright. Just straighten this up a little bit. Nudge it over. And then we will... set it like that. Nudge it over. I'd love to know what the original thinking was with having the air conditioners like this, where they don't actually face you. Anyone knows that? Right. I'm probably going to need to bring a thing down. So let's go and craft a couple of... I need some wood. I need an outlet. I already had some wood in there. Oh well. One of them. Need maybe 3? Don't even think we're going to need the... And there we go. We now have air conditioners. You know what? I almost ran straight down that hole again. Let's put that there. Not bring that out. I don't need that. Put them back in there because I don't need them. For the time being, I'm going to stick these guys in here. Now, where's Archie? I need an area in order down on the ground to have the whatchamacallits in. You know what I mean. The UTs. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to craft up some behemoth gates in the stone flavour. And we're going to have behemoth gate here. A behemoth gate here. Probably one between those trees as well. And then something coming along here. To then just give us an area down here. Doesn't have to be huge, doesn't have to be like amazing, or this needs to be more functional than anything else. Doesn't need to look particularly beautiful or amazing or pretty. Unless I build something completely different. But first of all, we need to get ourselves a dodeck because I am sick and tired of whacking stone. It's driving me nuts. So, there's dodecks in the redwoods, there's dodecks on mountains, they're all over the place really. I just need to find myself one with a decent level, and we will then tame it up. We've got crops now, we've got a little bit of kibble, so we should be able to tame it up pretty quickly. So, I'm going to head off, go and find us a dodeck. We'll then bring it back, we'll knock it out, we'll tame it up with kibbles and such things and stuff. And then what else was on the list? Breeding up the UTs. We need that area down there. Let's see how much time we take up with getting the dodeck. As we may do the base extension as a full episode, and maybe we do some building. Who knows? Right, let's go and find ourselves a dodeck. I shall be back shortly once we found ourselves a little rock smashing dude or dudette. So I haven't found a dodeck. What I have found, if I could ever, like, use the damn spyglass. Level 145 male Rex. May have to come back for you. 145 male. Yes, please. There's a 110 just there. But let's not get distracted. We are hunting for dodecks, not for Rexes. Although that is kind of how Ark works. You go looking for one thing, can't find it, find something else instead, so you do that. I mean, that is like the epitome of how Ark functions as a game. But, no. We will not be distracted. We will find what we're looking for, he says. Okay, so it's the following day. Nighttime has occurred. And I came back out once it was morning. And so I have flown all over the map. And would you believe it, but I found a level 115 right on our doorstep. So that's the way it goes sometimes. And I'm not overly fussed about trying to find something which is, you know, massive levels. At the end of the day, we need to stick our bum on it and whack some rocks. So I am not that. No, I don't need that. I need that. That's what I need. Hello, dude. Oh, you were on follow, weren't you? We ran into whilst up in the snow area, we ran into a Polovia thing. Fortunately, the Polovia hit Archie and not me. So I was able to survive that little encounter. So we will knock this dude out, get it tamed up, and then, yeah. So, with Dodecs, they can ball up if you cause them too much damage, so that's the reason why I kind of like waited until now until we've got a long neck and darts before looking to try and tame one, because if you try and tame them with arrows, you have a tendency to cause them too much damage. They ball up, and yeah, and trying to tame Dodecs on when you don't have crops or kibble is painful. Not quite as painful as trying to tame up a Theri with berries or something, but which I did notice a level 100, and that's about the best I've seen so far. So I may have to go see if I can find that one again once we have the kibble train up and running. So this dude is going to help us get a decent amount of stone stockpiled, so I can then build something down the bottom there. The more I think about it, the more I actually think, rather than just a that'll do option, maybe we'll build something down the bottom there to actually house larger animals, because we're going to need megatheriums, so we're going to need a decent amount, half decent amount of room for them, Rexes and so forth and so on. But also as well, we don't have to just do everything here, you know, we have the entire map to ourselves. I can build stuff anywhere else. I am actually thinking of utilizing Herbivore Island. So I have a video of how to build on Herbivore Island, and it's how to utilize the outer arms of the bay, as it were. So I may actually build something similar as a water breeding area slash water pen. So it's just about deep enough to get a Moser in there, and he's out. Yeah, it's just about deep enough to get a Moser in there. But the way I was thinking of building it would actually take us out a bit further and have a larger area for something like mosasaurs, and yeah, then have the inner part for Bazzies. But that is for in the future. So I am gonna get some kibble on this dude, and then I'll bring you back once we have got him, or he's pretty much tamed up, or you know, one or the other. See you in a minute. And he's up. Going to be really, really, you know, original with the naming. Couldn't tell you if they're any good, those stats, because I never really pay any attention to how good or how bad Dodex stats are, to be brutally honest. So we need to get a saddle on this dude. If I can ever get past his tail. So we're gonna have to start putting some berries in the thing. Whatchamachingle? This thing. A feeding trough. Yeah, berries, because we've now got like Rocky and such, and yeah, so right, so we Doedicurus saddle. Is that crafted? It is crafted in the smithy. I am right. And I need some stone. Do I have any stone? Stone? Yes, I do have some stone. Woohoo. Saddle. Dodex saddle. So we can now stick this on this dude, and then we will be able to then go and harvest up a load of stone. Now, I think that is going to be it for this episode. So what have we accomplished so far today? We have made ourselves some air conditioners because we have a couple of breeding projects in the RGs, and we need to breed up. You can hear the pitter patter of foots. I bet it's that stupid Archaeopteryx again. Anyway, so we need to breed Archie and the other RG over there and get ourselves some super RGs. And we also need to create some more females for our UTs. So I'm probably going to just create those females off camera and then have them ready to go for the next episode. I think. Here you go, dude. You have this. You're going to need it. Because I think the next episode, what we're going to do is we're actually going to, number one, I think I need to figure out some kind of staircase kind of thing to hit down to like a platform down here somewhere. And then need to clear out down here and get rid of the trees and such, so what, and things and whatever. And then create something down here as a way of housing our UTs and bigger stuff. And I think the whole thing is I'm going to have it all on pillars. So I'm not even going to attempt to use foundations and that kind of carry on. I'm going to just do pillar out the whole lot down the bottom here and have them all on ceilings, I think. But that is going to be for the next episode. Yeah, that will be for the next one. So if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. It massively helps out. If you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button and hit the bell notification as well and get yourself notified that way. Also in the description box I have my Instagram and Twitter account. I actually post on Twitter as well when I post videos. And I also post on Instagram when I post videos as well. So feel free, get yourselves onto those as well. And yeah, so until the next episode, take care.